Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are the headlines. A national online conference on natural disaster prevention and search and rescue in 2024. Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee worked with the city leaders on a project to upgrade and expand National Highway 91. Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee and the city delegation visited SUEZ Group in Shanghai, China. Top news today. On May 10 morning, the National Steering Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Control coordinated with the National Committee for Natural Disaster Response and Search and Rescue to organize a national online conference on natural disaster prevention and search and rescue in 2024.
Over 5,300 accidents and natural disasters occurred in the nation in the last year, leaving over 1,100 persons dead or missing. Natural disaster-related economic losses are projected to exceed 9,300 billion Vietnamese dong. Many severe natural disasters have struck the nation since the beginning of 2024, including dangerously low temperatures in the northern and north-central areas. The Mekong Delta experienced drought, saltwater intrusion, landslides, land subsidence, and flooding from high tides. The Central Highlands region experienced drought under strict guidance from the national government, departments, divisions, and armed forces, particularly the initiative of communities and individuals, such as rescue in 2023, prevention and control of natural disaster, and other numerous outcomes in the first month of 2024 helped reduce losses.
On May 9 afternoon, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, had a working session with leaders of the City People's Committee and leaders of several departments regarding the implementation of the project to upgrade and expand National Highway 91, section from kilometer 0 to kilometer 7. The project is currently facing difficulties since the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment has not responded to inquiries about their authority to review the environmental impact assessment study. The completion of the environmental impact assessment report approval process is a prerequisite for the evaluation and approval of investment projects. The project has not been submitted for approval since the Ministry of Construction has not released the results of its appraisal of the construction investment feasibility study report. In terms of site clearance, there is insufficient legal foundation to formally transfer the project site clearance milestone to the Land Fund Development Center because the project has not been approved. Following the project approval, the People's Committee of Ninh Kiều District and Bình Thủy collaborate to carry out pertinent procedures, including creating a compensation, support, and resettlement council, and submit it to the People's Committee of the city, with special attention to the resettlement grounds that have been fully prepared for the project. Continuing the business trip in China, on May 9 morning, Mr. Chương, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee and the city delegation, visited and worked with the SUEZ Group in Shanghai, China. The group leaders were surprised by Chairman Chương on the opportunities, benefits, and difficulties associated with Cần Thơ City's exposure to climate change. Cần Thơ specifically states that it will not authorize investment projects for socio-economic development or projects that could potentially pollute the environment. It will also resolutely refuse to implement any project that does not completely comply with environmental protection regulations. According to Chairman Chương, SUEZ Group is a division that uses cutting-edge technology and has a wealth of environmental services expertise, particularly in the collection and treatment of construction waste, the treatment of exhaust gases, and the treatment of urban and industrial wastewater, and the creation of value from waste in the form of energy and recovered materials, to investigate environmental challenges and find out where SUEZ can collaborate and implement in the city. Cần Thö's authorities are hoping that the group's leaders will visit the city. On May 9 morning, the Vietnam Confederation of Commerce and Industry, VCCI, organized the announcement of the Provincial Competitiveness Index, PCI, and Provincial Green Index, PGI, in 2023. Cần Thơ ranked 14 in the PCI list with 68.88 points.
With 71.25 points, Quảng Ninh has been leading the PCI index for 7 years running. Cần Thơ has moved up 5 spots from the 19 years ago rating to rank 14th in the PCI in 2023 with 68.88 points. If 5 centrally run cities are taken into account, Cần Thơ comes in second, behind Hải Phòng, who is ranked third nationwide. If the Mekong Delta region is taken into account, Cần Thơ comes in fifth, behind Long An, Đồng Tháp, Bến Tre, and Hậu Giang. The result of the 2023 PCI ranking increase for Cần Thơ also demonstrate the efforts made by the municipal government to enhance the business investment climate and maintain the favorable conditions that encourages investors to learn about and make investments in the city.
Mr. Huỳnh Trung Chứ, Chairman of Ninh Kiều District People's Committee, has just chaired a meeting with functional departments to evaluate the socio-economic situation in April and implements a number of important tasks for May 2024.
The socio-economic situation in the district has stabilized as of April. The area's total retail revenue from products and services is anticipated to be 7,498 billion Vietnamese dong. Over 27,400 billion Vietnamese dong was earned in the first 4 months of the year, a roughly 12% raise over the same period the previous year. The output of industrial and handicraft production is anticipated to be worth 2,836 billion dong in total. Over the first 4 months of the year, this amount increased by more than 7% to 11,383 billion Vietnamese dong. Ninh Kiều District is concentrating on budget collection this May to ensure urban beauty and safety during the impending rainy and stormy season, coordinate the effective implementation of street beautification, efficiently handle labor and employment responsibilities, and tend to social policy beneficiaries, increase the amount of capital construction investment money disbursed in 2024 to expedite the site clearance and building process and so forth.
On May 9 at Cần Thơ University of Medicine and Pharmacy, the Ministry of Education and Training organized a training conference on software to support general admission in 2024.
Delegates heard from the expert in the fields of higher education, information technology, and training establishments, as well as departments of education and training software. The expert will discuss topics such as enrollment plans and some notes in enrollment work in 2024, guidelines for utilizing enrollment projects and enrollment reporting system, guidelines for utilizing the HEMAS database system, use guidelines for the general enrollment support system, examine and validate the operation of computer room system and software, including the HEMAS database, enrollment quotas, projects, enrollment information declaration, admission data exploitation, admission review, virtual filtering, reports, and so on.
On May 9 morning, Cần Thơ City Taekwondo Federation coordinated with the Vietnam Taekwondo Federation to organize the opening of the professional training class and National Taekwondo Promotion Exam for the Southern Region in 2024, taking place in Cần Thơ City from May 9 to May 12. The following topics were covered by more than 300 trainers, teachers, and material arts students from clubs in Cần Thơ, the surrounding provinces, and the Mekong Delta region. Rules governing competition, first aid techniques, party positions and relevant policies, global Taekwondo trends, and Vietnam's growth aspirations, as well as the application of the following contents: Taekwondo fundamentals, the principle of force generation, the content and techniques of basic resistance training, the distinction between martial arts and self-defense. To support Taekwondo growth in communities, this is also a chance for coaches, teachers, and martial arts students to engage, learn from, trade, and share professional experiences. Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.